Hey everybody, Jeffrey Guterman, and this is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. And we've got a ball game. I'll have the lineups in just a couple minutes. Hey everybody, Jeffrey Guterman. I'm going to tweet this up. Okay, the tweet is up. And the tweet is good. Folks, Jeffrey Guterman here, and this is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. And that reminds me to change the name of this. Yeah, I did already. Okay. And today's game is dedicated to Frank Howard, who died yesterday. It's the Washington Senators at the Minnesota Twins. It'll be Coleman for the Senators and Jim Perry, the right-hander, both right-handers for the Twins. And in a moment, I'm going to have our lineups, okay? So hang in there. Lord. 50. God. Lord. God. For the Senators, it'll be Unser in center, May and right, Howard at first, McMullen at third, Bernie Allen at second, Ed Stroud in left, Versailles in short, Casanova behind the plate, and Coleman the pitcher. For the Twins, it's Eulander in center, Tovar at second, Oliva in right, Killebrew at third, Reese at first, Manuel in left, Roseboro behind the plate, Cardenas at short, and Jim Perry is the pitcher. And Rhodes Scholar has arrived. It's dedicated, this game, to Big Frank Howard, the big man, after his death yesterday. And the Twins take the field. And leading it off is Del Unser. For you football fans, the football 1972 set is on its way. And we'll be doing the unboxing as soon as we get that. We have a tentative date of Monday for that. Here's Unser now leading it off. Perry on the mound. He's ready. The wind-up and the pitch to Unser. 2-11, and he singles to left to start it off. So Unser is on. Thrown in by Manuel, and Kathy Harden has arrived. What's that, Kathy? Oh, good afternoon. Sorcery? Oh, happy Halloween. You always cheer me up. So Unser is on. I did have one and I had to delete it. Maybe you're referring to that because my son called and I spoke to him. Here's Lee May now with Unser on first to lead it off. By the way, the football set has been ordered. Perry from the stretch. Pitch to May, 2-9, struck him out. And there's one away. Hey, Ron, how are you? Oh, Ron, good to see you. Thanks again for your help. Boy, yesterday's game was a killer. Wasn't it, Kathy? Wasn't that game a killer? The Montreal Dodger game. That was something else. So we're here to say that this game is dedicated to the big man, Frank Howard, who died yesterday, August 30, if you haven't heard, 2023. And here is the big man. Okay, Rhodes Scholar, no problem. Here's the pitch to Howard. Whoa. That's a re-roll because the other one fell out of my hand. There's a 2-5. And he struck him out. So it's 2 away, and here's Ken McMullen. Yeah, that was a hell of a game. Went 11 innings. Ron Fairley, three pops. Okay, McMullen now. And the pitch from Perry. 3-10. And that is a base hit. And it's going to be rounding second and going to for the double, McMullen. Unser goes to third and holds. So Minnesota lucked out a bit there. Able to hold Unser at third with that. So it's a double by McMullen with 2 outs, second and third 2 away, and Bernie Allen in a clutch situation here. Here's Perry now, trying to get out. That's 6-5, left-handed. No, it's going to be, yes, a fly ball to right, playable by Oliva at the warning track. He makes the catch, and that will retire the side. It was well hit by Bernie Allen. No runs, 2 hits, and both left on after a half. Washington nothing, Minnesota coming to bat. Getting really excited. We have the FedEx has been contacted with the shipping label. It's done electronically. And they'll do the pickup today, I presume. And it's quite possible that I will get this with it if it goes Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It could be Monday or sooner. Always possible Tuesday. Well, Coleman on the mound, bottom of the first. Ted Uhlaender is the batter. Those of you looking ahead, who knows if I have the gumption, but I might, to play a game later today. And if I do, it would be another sleeper, White Sox at the Yankees. Whoa. I could skip that one and do the Braves at Pittsburgh, but I really don't like skipping games, meaning I would go back to it. I'm not a fan of doing that. So that would be Peters for the White Sox and Stottlemyre for the Yankees. Okay, Uhlaender facing Coleman now. That's 4-9. Left-handed, walked him. So Eulander is on. He's a B. 1-8 being held with Casanova. Cesar Tovar the batter. We'll have Cesar hit away. Oh. Oh, Christ. Oh. Oh. 1-7. And he held him. It's going through for a base hit by Tovar. Going to third is Eulander. It would have been a double play, but they were holding him. So the Twins have first and third, nobody out here. Tovar, a double A to steal. He would be a 1-13. We won't do it. Here's Tony O. Washington will play the infield back. They'll concede a run. Here's the pitch to Oliva. That's 3-9. And he struck him out. Coleman gets Oliva. And that'll bring up Harmon now. First and third, one out. Here's the pitch from Coleman. 4-3 right-handed. Grounds it to third X. First X chart. McMullen a 3-14. We'll see if this is an inning-ending double or worse. 11-3. It's a G2. Could be. McMullen a 14. 10-13. No, it's going to be a G2. Let's see how he plays it. With a runner on first and third. Runners advance, but he throws him out. And this, wait a minute, yeah, and the side is retired. So it's no runs, one hit, one walk, both left. And it's a scoreless game after one. And we're glad to have you all here on the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network today. We're looking forward to our our 1972 set coming. And we have upcoming events. We have 3 of them all scheduled for Monday. But of course, we don't know for certain how that's going to work out when we receive it. The unboxing, then we're going to review the instructions. That's a separate broadcast that would include some plays from scrimmage, meaning, a little bit of a dice rolling and readings of cards, just to be sure that we know what we're doing. And that's even before we play a preseason game. And that's while reading the instructions. So that might be tedious for some of you. And then we'll have the first preseason game, which will be the Miami Dolphins at the Detroit Lions. And that was on August 5 in the year 1972. And that's where we're at with that. So we're looking forward to that. And then depending on how that game goes, if we're up to it, then we will play the first game of the season. Here it is. Here it is. And they only play 14 games. Isn't that something? I think something I picked up on is that it's a two-sided score sheet. I haven't seen, I'm having trouble finding the score sheet. If anyone has a copy, I'd love them to be able to send it to me. But there we go. There's the schedule. Weekly. Pro Football Reference. Wow. The Jets at the Bills would be our first game. And the Jets won at 41-24. I wonder if this is the season when he and when Namath against Baltimore, they both threw for over 400 yards in the game. Let me check. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, this has got to be it. 44-34, the Jets won. Namath threw for yes, this is it. 496 yards. Unitas for 376 yards. This was classic. That was a classic game. I remember that. I saw it live. Here's Perry now. It's funny how you get away from that and you can forget about stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, leading it off is Ed Stroud. Okay, Perry is ready. That's 5-6 left-handed. Struck him out. That's the third for Perry. Now Zoilo Versailles. Versailles digs in. And here's the pitch from Perry. That's 5-7. Right-handed, and it's a liner to second, and it goes through. Tovar could not get that, so Versailles is on first. That'll bring up Casanova here. Perry from the stretch. That's 6-5 right-handed, hit well to left. Going back is Manuel, and he tracks it down for the second out. Versailles will hold. And Joe Coleman, the pitcher, is up to bat. He's a 1 WR. Okay, Perry now. Four, 6, right-handed, fly ball to right, and Oliva is under it. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on, middle of the second. It's still a scoreless ball game. Okay, Rich Reese will lead it off here. I'm going to get some coffee in a minute. Here's Coleman. And the pitch to Reese. 3-8, grounds it to first. For Howard, he takes it to the bag, and it's one away. Now, Charlie Manuel, left-handed hitter. What's that about Rhodes Scholar? You got that, Rhodes Scholar, the score sheet? I hate to bother you folks with shit like that. I could wait till I get it. Okay. Here's Coleman. And the pitch to Manuel. That's for 3, left-handed. Grounds it to third X. That's going to be McMullen, 314. G1. That's 358. He's going to throw him out. And it's 2 outs. And Johnny Roseborough is the batter. Okay, Coleman now with 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the second here. No score. 310, right-handed, grounds it to second, and the side is out. So it's a 1-2-3 this time for Coleman. And after 2, it's still a scoreless ball game. Twins took the first 2 of this 3-game series. They're looking to sweep. They have won 7 games in a row. Perry comes out now. Top of the third here, top of the order, and it's time for new coffee here. We just heard that a bomb just hit one of the largest refugee camps in Gaza. Kathy Harden for the Senators. And here they go. Unser let it over with a base hit left on in the first. Here's Perry now. 6-6. And it's another base hit for Unser to right field. Thrown in by Oliva. That'll bring Lee May up. We see Mike Epstein could have played, but he's hurt, but he pinched in this game. So we reckon to bring him in. We brought him in last game. Did no good. Here's Lee May. Big man Howard is on deck. Here's Perry. Pitch to May, 5-10, grounds to third X. That'll be for Killebrew, a 439. Five, 4. It's an S1 for May. That's going to go through. Killebrew at 39. Six, 12, 15. Whoa. That's going to be an E2. So that he could end up on third with that. S1, E2. We'll see where he ends up. S1, E2. It's a single and an error, and he goes to third. So it's really a single and a two-base error for Killebrew. And that will bring, he goes to third. That'll bring Unser home. So it's 1-0. And we'll see if it's unearned. We don't know yet. He does not get a run batted in on that. So Lee May is on third, no outs. And here's Big Man. I think I will play a game later today at about 4 o'clock, give or take. And I'm going to be smoking grass. Lots of grass. So I do not, I will not account for how that turns out, Kathy. All right, here's Perry now. The pitch to Big Man. That's 1-6. Oh, Lord, it's home run 1. Oh, and it's a fly ball to left, but that'll score May. And we don't know if that's earned. We'll give him the run batted in, but that's 2 runs and 1 out. That's just what Howard needed to do, was to hit the ball into the air. And it was a 1-6 fly ball left. And that'll bring up Ken McMullen, who's been hitting pretty well lately. He doubled in the first, left on. One out, nobody on now for McMullen. Oh, yeah, it's always an adventure, Kathy. You're funny. Here's the pitch to McMullen. You always get me in a good mood. Here's the pitch, 3-6, and he walked him. So McMullen on first with 1 out. Here's Bernie Allen. Maybe I'll start it earlier. Who knows? Okay, Bernie 0 for 1. It's McMullen on first, 1 down, 2 in. And the pitch. That's 2-12, right-handed. Lines it to second, double play with McMullen off the bag. And the side is retired, and it will be 2 unearned runs. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, 2-base error with that second hit, a walk, and none left. We'll give Perry an unearned run there. And we're going to move to the bottom of the second. Indeed. Here's Leo Cardenas to lead it off for the Twins. 2-0 Washington. Here's Coleman now. And the pitch to Leo Cardenas. That's 3-10, right-handed. He taps it back to Coleman. He's got it, and he throws it on to big man Howard for the first out of the Twins' bottom of the third. Here's Jim Perry now. Okay, Coleman. The pitch to Perry. That's 4-7. Switch hitter batting left. He walked him. Second walk given up by Coleman. It's Perry now on first with one out. Here's Ted Uhlaender. Uhlaender walked, was left on. And the pitch. 6-7 left-handed. Grounds it to second X. That's going to be Bernie Allen, a 324. With a runner on first. 324, 6-3. It's a G3 pound. We're not holding him. And the infield is in. That's to second. He is a 3. It's a G3 pound. G3 to second base. That's going to be 5, 6, 7. Bernie is at 24. Looks like he's going to get it. Let's see if it's a double. G3 none. With a runner on first, he advances. So he throws him out. And Perry goes to second, 2 outs. Here comes Tovar. Clutch situation for Cesar. Lots of cannabis. And I've got this right here. Ready. Okay, Tovar singled in the first. It's the Twins down by 2 here. Bottom of the third, 2 outs with the pitcher Jim Perry on second. He walked. 4-4, he flies it to center. Going back for that is Unser. He's good, 215. He's good out there. That's going to be an F3. Out in center. See what we do? We just fold this, and then we have a fold here. You see how easy that works? Unser, a 12. That'll be 4-7-9. He's going to grab it. This should end the inning on a F3. And he does. So the side is retired. No runs, no hits. The walk to Perry left on. We've gone 3. And this is a 2-0 Senators ball game. And we're going to take a little break here just to get things situated. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. And this is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. Hey, yeah. Well, we're back and we have a 2-0 game. Senators out ahead. We're so glad to have you with us here on the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. It's going to be Jim Perry out. He allowed 2 unearned runs in the third as a result of the 2-base error committed by Harmon Killebrew at third base. And 2 came in on that. It's going to be Stroud Versailles and Casanova here in the top of the fourth. Here's Big Ed Stroud. It's actually not that big. He's pretty speedy. Not that a big man can't be speedy. Okay, Perry is ready. He's looking for win number 17 today. Coleman has 15. Okay, here's Perry now. The pitch to Stroud. 1-5 right-handed, struck him out. That's the second time to get Stroud and the 4th strikeout for Perry today. Here's Zoilo Versailles. Versailles. Struck out. Hey, Rick, what's going on, sir? Great to see you. Versailles singled in the second. It's 2-0, top of the fourth. Senators at the Twins. And I'm looking at a picture right now of the Jabalia refugee camp in northern Gaza. And it looks like a bomb, a daisy bomb fell on it. It's exploded. Good day to you, sir. Okay, here's Perry now. The windup and the pitch to Versailles. That's 2-11 right-handed. There's a base hit to left. His second of the ball game. So Versailles is on first with out. It's going to be Casanova. Casanova at the plate. The pitch from Perry. 4-4 right-handed, fly ball to center. This is a can of corn for Ted Eulander. He makes a catch. It's 2 away. Here's Coleman. Perry won 20 in real world. 20-6. How do you like that for? It's a pretty good record. Okay, here's Perry. Oops. From the stretch and the pitch to Coleman. That's 2-12, and he grounds it to short for Cardenas. Throws it over to Reese, and the side is retired. So it's no runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. We're in the middle of the fourth. It's still 2-0 Senators. But that can go very quickly. You all know that. We want to thank you all for your hospitality, deciding to spend some time with us here today on the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. I say thank you for being here. Thank you for those who participate in the live text. Thank you for the likes and whatnot. We're glad you're here. Coleman takes the mound. No runs, 1 hit, couple walks, struck out 1 in 3 innings. And it's going to be Tony Oliva to lead it off. Okay, here's Coleman now. The pitch to Oliva. That's 6-8, left-handed. And that is a grounder to first, and it's stopped by big man Howard and Coleman covering. So it's one away. Here's Killebrew. Coleman gets the sign from Casanova. And the pitch. 5-6, right-handed, fly ball to right field for Lee May. 2 outs. And Rich Reese is up. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the 4th. Beautiful afternoon for a game of Strat-O-Matic 1969 baseball. We're going to have an afternoon game. It still feels like morning to me. We're going to have a game after this. It's going to be the White Sox at the Yankees. Gary Peters for the White Sox and Mel Stottlemyre for the New York Yankees. Here's Rich Reese. The pitch from Coleman. 2-7, right-handed, and there's a base hit to left. Stroud has it, throws it in. Reese is on. And Charlie Manuel comes up, left-handed hitter. Here's Coleman now. 2-5, and he struck him out. And that is the second strikeout for Coleman today. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. We've gone 4 here. And it's still a 2-0 ball game. Perry, getting those 2 runs that he allowed were unearned. Boy, this is pretty miserable. This blast. My Lord, what a picture. What a picture. If any of you see it, I'm going to be posting a tweet on it. There it is. You can all see it. What a picture. My God. Okay. Yeah, isn't that sad? Yeah, that's a good nice way to put it, Rick. He made a lot of stadiums look small. I like to say we lost a giant of baseball more ways than one, and we're not just talking size. Perry taking his warm-ups here, top of the 5th. Del Unser will lead it off. He singled twice, scored once. I heard about it yesterday. So we have dedicated this ball game, and it's in our description for this broadcast, folks. Oh, I didn't get to write that. I had to redo this. Oh, Lord. But anyway, here's Unser to lead it off. The pitch from Perry. 4-4 left-handed, flies it to right field, and Oliva makes the catch, 1 away. Here's Lee May. I'll tell you, people, the media, the world is going to go berserk after this. Okay, here's Perry now, the windup and the pitch to May. That's 5-7, left-handed, and that is a base hit for May, his second hit of the ball game. So May is on. And here comes the big man. Now Perry from the stretch. May with a short lead off first, 1 down. There's the pitch, 3-5. And there's a base hit by the big man, a base hit to left. May goes to second. 1-14. He'll hold. First and second with 1 out. Big man on first, Lee May on second. Indeed, here's Ken McMullen, doubled and walked. Here's Perry. 6-9 right-handed, walked him. And Perry has loaded the bases with Senators, with Bernie Allen coming up to the plate. Now Perry's first endurance is the 7th. There is action, though, in this Minnesota bullpen. In real world, Minnesota won this 4-2. Perry went all the way. But it's going to be Joe Grisenda, the left-hander, and Al Worthington, the right-hander, warming. Here's Bernie Allen now. The infield is back. They would concede a run. Well, I'm sorry. It's double play ball to end the inning. Here's the pitch to Allen. 2-7 right-handed, and he walks in a run. Perry walks Bernie Allen with the bases loaded, and that'll make it a 3-0 ball game, and that one is as earned as can be. Makes it 3-0. And Ed Stroud is the batter. Here's Perry. Pitch to Stroud, 2-10. And that is a base hit by Stroud. Howard comes home. McMullen scores. Bernie goes to third. A 2-run single, and it's 5-0. 3 runs here. And here comes Billy Martin out to talk to Perry. It was right, Unser leading off. Then the single by May, Howard singled. McMullen walked, bases loaded. Then Bernie walked in a run. And then now here the base hit by Stroud. And Martin is going to stay with Perry. It's 5-0 ball game now. Infield back still, 1 out still. And Versailles with 2 singles already today. Here's Perry now. And the pitch to Versailles. That's going to be 6-9 right-handed. And he walks in another run. And here comes Billy Martin. That's it for Perry. Knocked out here in the 5th. And we'll have a little break in the action. 4 big runs here in the 5th for the Washington. Make it a 6-0. Perry went 4 1/3. and he's the loser of record. He allowed 9 hits, 4 walks, 3 of them this inning. Struck out 4, and he has allowed 4 earned. There's going to be a new pitcher with Casanova due up, and it's going to be the right-hander Al Worthington. Worthington making his way from the bullpen here in the 5th. Now Worthington taking his warm-ups on the mound. And when he's ready, it's going to be Paul Casanova. 0 for 2 today. Flew left through, flew to center. It's first and second. And 1 out. Ready. Here's the pitch to Casanova. 4-2, right-handed, walked him, and that'll load him again. So the Senators have the bases full here with 1 out, and Coleman steps into the batter's box. Billy Martin, yeah. Did you know Martin hated pitchers? Who the hell hates pitchers? That's like hating mothers. And I think it's because he was a hitter, and he hated them all. He had no problem ruining pitchers like he did with David Clyde. He has no problem ignoring pitchers, not using them. And he died, in a car accident. I'm sorry. Just saying. And he might have been drunk and at the wheel. We don't know. I never got to the bottom of that. Here's Coleman. He's the 9th batter this inning. The bases are full, 1 out. Coleman at the plate, infield back. Worthington. 3-10, and that should end the inning. It's a grounder to third. Killebrew to Tovar at second. Over to Reese, and the side is retired. They could have used that some time ago this inning, but the side is finally retired. 4 runs for the Senators on 3 hits, 4 walks, and 2 left on. And we're head to the bottom of the 5th here. 6-0 Washington. Here's Coleman. And Roseboro will lead it off. Twins have their work cut out for them. He hated pitchers. Okay. All righty. Who the fuck is he? Here's Coleman. And the pitch to Roseboro. 2-9 right-handed. There's a base hit for Johnny to lead it off. So Johnny's on. And Leo Cardenas is the batter. Joe Grisenda is warming, by the way, for the Twins. We don't know if they're going to have a pinch hitter or not, but here's Cardenas. Roseboro on first, and Cardenas at the plate. Whoops. Here's Coleman. That's 3-7 right-handed. Grounds it to third, forcing Roseboro, and that's 1 out with Cardenas on first. And they're going to have a pinch hitter here for Worthington. That was a short stint. He pitched 2/3. He did walk a batter. Oh, are you kidding, Rick? But he wasn't. What did he go to the general manager and insist? Ay, 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 ay. There'll be a hitter here for Perry. It will be Joe Grisenda next inning. He is a left-hander. Let's see who's hitting here. It's 1 out, and it's Cardenas on first. Boy, I like to drink, huh? Okay, it's going to be Greg Nettles. He's a left-handed hitter, not a very good hitter this season. Didn't play a whole lot. Played about halftime. So Nettles comes in. Twins down by 6 here, bottom of the 5th, with Cardenas on first. Here's Coleman from the stretch. That's a 3-8 right-handed, and he walked him. First and second with 1 out. That's what the Twins need. They need some base runners. Ted Uhlaender, the batter, walked and grounded to second. We're in the bottom of the 5th here. Senators with a 6-0 lead. Third of a 3. Twins took the first 2. They've won 7 in a row. They're running away with the West. So is Baltimore in the East in the American League. Here's Coleman now. And the pitch to Uhlaender. That's 4-3. Left-handed. Grounds it to third X. That's going to be for McMullen, a 3-14. This will be a big play here. .314, that's going to be 10-3 G2. 14 at third. I think that Strat-O-Matic keeps your head, like any activity, any mental activity, keeps your head sharper and might help me avert dementia. He's a 14. That's 5-9, 12. And he's going to get this. It's a G2. See, we just folded on out. See, we have our ways here. G2 with first and second 1 out. I'm sorry, a G2 none. First and second 1 out. It's a force. Look at that. I haven't gotten that in a while. The batter is safe. Runner at first is out, going to second. Others advance. So McMullen throws Nettles out. And it's first and third with 2 down. Doesn't make much of a difference, but we're going to... You do have a runner on third, but there's 2 outs. Tovar. Need a big hit from Cesar now. Was he general manager then? Okay, here's Coleman looking in, trying to get out of this. Tovar 1 for 2 today. The pitch from Coleman. Whoa. Oh, no. You're not going to believe this. That thing fell in my coffee. And we're going to use it. It's a 1. We picked it up on the right side. Let me just dry that out. The rule is it's a 1. Anything that lands up, and not landed up, but in the coffee. And I don't think that's going to be a big problem. It's a first for me. We'll just put it right there. On Tovar, 1-5. Right-handed. It's a base hit. Coffee and all. Cardenas scores. Uhlaender goes to second. Let's see if he's going to stretch it. First run for the Twins. It was a 1-5 right-handed. He's a +1, May. Eulander, 1-16, 1-18. He will be a 1-19. You like that, Ron? You know, the thing bounced from here. I think here, I don't know how it bounced. I guess I could look at it on the replay. And I said, did that go in my coffee? Let's take a look at that again. Let's take another instant replay on that. That's the cool thing about the broadcasts, is that you can frickin' see. This is not live, people. Let's watch this again. Watch it over here. Watch it do. Here it is. Okay, you're not able to see it. We're back to real time now. Sometimes you can. Eulander scores. It's going to be two in on that. Oh, no, he went to third. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Okay, it's first and third with 2 outs. 1 run in. And here's Oliva. A trick that turned into a treat, absolutely. A tasty little die. Okay, here's Oliva now. Tovar on first, Eulander on second. With 2 down, 6-1 ball game. Here's the pitch. That's a 5-11 left-handed hit deep by Tony. Back to the wall goes May, and he makes a one-handed catch at the wall. And the side is retired. Look at that again. 5-11 left-handed hit deep by Tony. 1-16. And it was... So it's 1 run on 2 hits, a walk, and 2 left on. And after 5, it's a 6-1 ball game. We have a new pitcher. It's Joe Grisenda. That person at Cornell University, who they have a person of interest who's in custody now. You know, he almost had a monster mash. Oh, I love it, Kathy. I love that. That's awesome. I should do some Halloween festivities tonight. But I'm going to tell you, where was I? Oh, yeah. You know, we have a First Amendment. And I'm a big proponent of the First Amendment, really. But you can't engage in speech, which includes behavior, that can incite violence. Okay? So that's where you draw the line. And that's inciting violence. A bunch of message board posts. Almost a monster mash there. by Oliva. It was a long one. And go L for long fly ball. And it's 6-1 after 5. Here's Grisenda now. Top of the 6. Here's Del Unser now. The Senators, 9 batters came to bat in the 5th. They scored 4 runs, knocked out Perry, and it'll be Unser again in the top of the order, but not before I get some more coffee. I think what I'll do is go get some little bite to eat after this ball game. And if I'm up to it, I'll play another game. I just don't enjoy doing anything else on Twitter anymore. Top of the 6th here, 6-1 ball game. Grisenda, the 3rd Twins pitcher today. Got the coffee, Kathy, indeed. And here's Unser now, 2 for 3. Grisenda is ready. The windup and the pitch to Unser now. Whoa, that's a 4-5. Left-handed. Grounds it to short X. That'll be Leo. Leo getting over there. 233. .233, that'll be 11-2 G133. That'll be 6-12-14. No, he's going to get it on a G1 to lead it off. It's exactly what he's going to do, so it's 1 out. Here's Lee May now. Grisenda. May 2 for 3. And the pitch. That's going to be 1-6 left-handed. He flies it to left. Manuel under it, 2 away. And here comes the big man. This game is dedicated to the big man Howard. I think we'll write it here. Big man Howard steps in now. He's 1 for 2. He flew to left for a sacrifice. Singled and scored. Grisenda looks in now. And here's the pitch to Howard. Whoa, it's a 2-7, and he flies it to center for Eulander. And he makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Grisenda, looking very good. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th. Just want to let you all know that we have a new league again, a new replay. And I'm super excited about it. (1972) Strat-O-Matic NFL replay, football replay, and the 1970 ordered. Last we saw it, it has not been picked up yet by FedEx, but the label has been prepared. FedEx knows about it. You know about it. Strat-O-Matic knows about it. And check my YouTube channel periodically, because I'm scheduled now for the unboxing on Monday. Then a scrimmage as I read the instructions. No game, just playing with cards to refamiliarize myself. And then finally, I don't know if I'll be able to do them all on Monday, a full preseason game before we start the replay, and that's going to be the Miami at the Detroit Lions, which was their real first preseason game, and I'm awfully looking forward to it. So we hope we have some football fans out there who will be interested. I need to use the lavatory, and I will do so right now. And when I come back, it's going to be Coleman to face the heart of this lineup. Doesn't look like much of a heart of it, but it's. Reese is a good hitter. He's a 300 hitter. And I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Oh, well, we're back here. Coleman now. He let his first run last inning. He's going to face Killebrew here to start it off. Here's Coleman. 3-6 right-handed, and it's a fly ball center. Unser getting under that, one away. Two balls hit very well in order by Minnesota. First, that deep fly ball to left to right field by Oliva, caught by Stroud. I'm sorry, caught by May. And now this one was hit well by Harmon. Unser with the nab, one out. Here's Rich Reese. Reese 1 for 2. Here's Coleman now. Down the pitch. 4-5, left-handed, struck him out. That's the third strikeout for Coleman, who's really on his game today. He did allow a run last inning, but I tell you, the Twins had to work for it. Here's Manuel. 2 outs, nobody on here. Coleman looks in. Here's the pitch. That's 4-8. Left-handed, walked him. So Manuel is on, and it's Roseboro up to bat. Here's Coleman from the stretch. That's 4-3, left-handed, grounds it to third X. That'll be McMullen. He's got a few of those today. 3-14. It's a G3 pound, no one being held. I know I'm going to have one of those one of these days. That's 6-11-13. Nope, he's going to get it. This should end the inning. And the side is retired. No runs. No hits. The walk to Manuel, he was left on. We've gone 6 full now. And it remains a 6-1 ball game. Coleman, very effective today. Here's Grisenda, his second relief inning. Retired the Senators in order. It's Ken McMullen, doubled, walked twice, scored a run. Okay, here's Grisenda. And the pitch, probably his last inning. That's 110, left-handed. Grounds it to second for Tovar, 1 out. For those of you wondering, where is Rod Carew? He's hurt. He's still on the mend with a badly fractured wrist. We expect him back early September. Just in time for the home stretch of this pennant race. Not much of a race. Twins lead by 18 1/2 games in the West. They have a chance to win their 90th today. Here's Bernie Allen. And the pitch. That's 210, left-handed, grounds it to short for Cardenas. 2 outs. And here's Ed Stroud. Stroud 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. 3-6, and he walked him. So Stroud is on. He's 1 to 12 with Roseboro. And here's Versailles. Stroud being held. Versailles 2 for 2 and a walk. 2 singles. Left on both times. He got an RBI when he walked with the bases loaded in that 4-run 5th. And here's the pitch to Versailles. That's going to be 3-4, left-handed. And that's a fly ball to center. And Eulander makes the catch, and the side is retired. It's the 7th inning stretch. It was no runs, no hits, the walk, and one left. And in the middle of the 7th, it's a 6-1 ball game. My name is Jeffrey Guterman, and this is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. Here's Coleman now. Leo Cardenas leads it off. There'll be a hitter for Grisenda. And here we go. Coleman winds and deals. That's 6-9 right-handed. Grounds it to third for McMullen. One away. And there's going to be a hitter now. 4-5. He pitched to Grisenda. They don't have much of a bench, I'm going to tell you that. It's going to be Jerry Kreider coming in next inning, by the way. Not their best, but they're losing by 5 runs. And coming in to hit will be George Mitterwald. So here's Mitterwald now. He is the backup catcher. Mitterwald steps in. And Coleman is ready here. Okay, Coleman gets the sign from Casanova. He's into his windup, and here's the pitch to Mitterwald. That's 2-7, and he struck him out. Number 4 for Coleman. Boy, is he on today. And Ted Eulander comes up 0 for 2 with a walk. Reached on a force and was left on. Okay, here's Eulander now. And the pitch, 6-2. And it's a fly to center. And it's a can of corn for Del Unser. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Coleman in his first endurance inning. You wouldn't know that he's even tired. We've gone 7 full. It's a 6-1 ball game. And Jerry Kreider is the new pitcher. He pitched all of 29 innings in real world in this season. Oh, the Dow moved up to up 106 now. That's good. Every little bit helps. The Dow was up 106 off a good day yesterday. The NASDAQ is up 50. And the S&P is up 23. So we're all in the black, if you will. And Jerry Kreider is ready. He's taken his warm-ups. And it'll be Casanova to lead it off, top of the 8th. Don't miss our late afternoon game. Probably start about 4 o'clock. But we'll see. Here's Kreider now. And the pitch. That's 3-6 right-handed. Pops it up to first for Reese. 1 down. And here's Coleman. Coleman is 0 for 3 today. This will be the last cup of coffee, and it is about a 3/4 cup without milk. Okay, here's Kreider. The windup and the pitch to Coleman. And that's a 5-7. Right-handed. Walked him. So Coleman draws a base on balls. And here's Del Unser. Unser 2 for 4. Singled twice, scored an unearned run. Kreider. 1-7 right-handed, fly ball center field, and that's a can of corn for you, Lander. And it's 2 away. And it's Lee May now, 2 for 4. Scored twice today. Maybe I'll have chili tonight. Okay, Kreider now. And the pitch to May. That's 112 right-handed, walked him. So first and second with 2 outs. And here comes the big man, Howard. We'd love to see you send one to the rafters, Frank, to confirm your maybe I'll have chili dogs. Let me see. I have 2 dogs left. I could have 2 chili dogs and chili with whatever's left. I think I'll try that. Here's big man Howard, 1 for 3. Now we call him the late Frank Howard. Now he belongs to the ages, Kathy Harden. Here's the pitch to big man. Oh, it's a 1-5, and it's hit deep by Howard. Oh, it's gone. A 3-run home run by the big man, and wouldn't it be, in storybook fashion, in the city of Minneapolis, big man Frank Howard. Chili dogs, hell yeah! Oh, Frank Howard, this one is for you. The big man Howard, I knew one column because one column, you are dead. I used to say that as a kid, when I played Strat-O-Matic. It was a 1-5. It was clean as a baby's ass. And he sent that one to the rafters. He got a hold of it. And that is a monster mash by big man Howard. He died yesterday in real world. And he showed what he's made of here today. That is his second hit. He's 2 for 4 today. A sacrifice fly, a single, and now the 3-run home run. Now for Howard, That's home run number 43. He is second in Major League Baseball. That's going to put him only 2 behind Hot Dog Jackson. We were talking about hot dogs earlier. Indeed. What a lovely thing to happen. Unless any of you want Minnesota. Okay, Kreider will stay in. It's 2 outs, nobody on. Here's McMullen now. You give him something to hit, he's going to knock it. And that's exactly what Kreider did. He gave him a fastball a little bit high and outside, and he just knocked it to Palookaville. Ooh, that's good coffee. And he hit that like a chili dog. Indeed, he did. And I'm going to be making those. Oh, like a chili dog. Here's a McMullen now. It is a 9-1 ball game. And, you know, it's nice to have a game like this every once in a while. We have the thrillers. We have the close ones. But, you know, sometimes you just need to have a blowout every once in a while. Here's the pitch to McMullen. And Martin is in a shit mood right now. 5-4. Fly ball to left, and Manuel makes the catch, and the side is retired. So it's 3 runs on a big 3-run home run by the late, great Frank Howard. And in the middle of the 8th, it's 9-1 Twins. Senators, sorry. And here's Coleman now. And boy, let's not take away from his pitching performance today. He got into a bit of trouble in the 5th, but was able to get out of it with allowing only 1 run. He's allowed 1 run in 7 innings on only 4 hits, all singles. He's walked 4, and he has struck out 4. And it's going to be the heart of this order now, the real heart. Tovar, Oliva, and Killebrew. Here, you know, without Rod Carew, it takes a little bit of a punch, a lot of a punch out of this lineup. Here's Coleman now in his 2nd endurance inning. We still got hot coffee. Okay, Coleman now, the windup. And the pitch to Tovar. That's 3-5 right-handed. Grounds it back to Coleman. And he tosses it to Howard at first, 1 away. Now Oliva. Oliva 0 for 3, sent a ball, hit a ball deep to right that was caught by May one-handed against the wall. Here's the pitch to Oliva now. That's 5-7 left-handed, struck him out. And that is the 5th for Coleman, 2 away. And here comes Harmon. Harmon actually led baseball with 49 home runs this season. Here's Coleman. That's 4-8. Right-handed. Walked him. Well, that's one way to face Killebrew. Don't pitch to him. And it's Rich Reese. Killebrew on first, 2 outs. Let me see if I got any buns. It's all well and fine. I do have buns. Yeah. Yowza. Just pull those out, let them defrost. Whew. Okay, here's Rich Reese. Harmon on first, 2 outs. Twins down by 8. And the pitch. That's 6-5 left-handed. Grounds it to short. By the way, Brinkman is out. He's hurt. That's why he's not playing. Versailles, a 440. That's going to be an S2. That's going through. Let's see if Versailles boots it to add insult to injury. He's a 40. My goodness. That doesn't sound right. I mean, it doesn't sound good. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. 48. No, he's not going to boot it. Looks like it's going to be a base hit. On an S2. And that's exactly what it is. And runners advance 2. So it's a base hit, and Killebrew goes to third, and Coleman is 1 hit or walk away from fatigue. Cox is warming. Knowles pitched last game in our replay, so we'll try to avoid him if needed, and we're going to even try to avoid Cox. We might let Coleman stay in the game with fatigue, leading 9-1 because he says he feels fine. So Cox, who's a good reliever, Casey is warming here. But I hope he won't be needed. Here's Manuel. First and third, 2 outs. Coleman, 1 hit or walk away from fatigue and get out of it, albeit not refreshed by retiring Manuel. Here's the pitch now. And that's 2-4 right-handed, and that is a liner to second, caught by Bernie Allen, and the side is retired. So it's no runs, 1 hit, a walk, and 2 left. We're going to the 9th. It's a 9-1 ball game. Here's Kreider now. Bernie Allen will lead it off. If you're looking ahead, it'll be the bottom third of the Twins order. Roseboro, Cardenas, and then a pinch hitter, we assume, for Kreider, if he finishes the inning or whoever's pitching at the time. Wow, Dow up 137. Here's the pitch to Allen. That's 4-8, left-handed, base hit to left. A leadoff single by Bernie. Now, everybody but Casanova, excluding Coleman, has gotten a hit, and everybody in this lineup has reached base safely at least once. It's 9-1. What do you expect? Here's Eddie Stroud. It's Bernie on first. Nobody out. Now Kreider. First endurance is not till the next inning, but there won't be one. Struck him out. Here's Versailles. Versailles, 2 for 3 with a walk. That's 1-7 right-handed. Grounds it to short. Bernie was not being held. And it's a double play. No runs, 1 hit, and none left. We're heading to the bottom of the 9th. It's the Twins down by 9. Coleman has gone all the frickin' way. 2 hits or walks, and he is fatigued. But there's no... Casey Cox was warming. He's still warming. Now he's sitting down. Here's Roseboro to lead it off. Coleman into his windup and the pitch. That's 2-6 right-handed. And it's hit deep by Roseboro into the gap for a double. So Roseboro on second. Again, it's a 9-1 ball game. Look, stranger things have happened. Here's Coleman. And the pitch to Cardenas. That's 1-9 right-handed. Grounds it back to Coleman. He tosses it over to Howard. One away. And there'll be a hitter. And they have an anemic bench, these Twins. Sometimes you have people like Tovar on the bench, Reese on the bench. But here's Bobby Allison. Allison's been plagued by injuries this season. He's been in and out. Allison will come in to hit. You can't win them all, Minnesota. They have won 7 in a row, but the Senators are about to end that. Here's Allison. It's Roseboro on second with one out. Okay, Coleman from the stretch. And the pitch to Allison. That's going to be 6-8 right-handed. And that is going to be a base hit. And a run comes in. So Allison gets the pinch hit RBI here. And out comes Ted Williams. Coming out to talk to Coleman. I think he's going to keep him in. Strat-O-Matic recommends you always remove a pitcher once they have reached fatigue. But that's a guideline. It's not a must. Hence, it looks like Ted Williams is going to keep him in the ball game. Coleman says he's okay, Kathy Harden. And it's a 9-2 game. Here's Ted Uhlaender. Okay, from the stretch, Coleman. He has reached fatigue. Anything with a dot is a base hit. And here's the pitch to Uhlaender. That's 6-6 left-handed. Fly ball left. Under it is Stroud. Eddie Stroud makes the catch. And it's Cesar Tovar with 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. Allison on first. And Cesar Tovar is the batter. Okay, Coleman looking in. He's tired, no doubt about it. Here's the pitch to Tovar. 2-8 right-handed. And that is a base hit by Tovar. Allison goes to second. And he's going to stay in the ball game. For Tony O. This will be his last shot at it, though. We'll have him go if necessary. Senators 9, Twins 2, I'm sorry. Scoring 1 here in the bottom of the 9th. A very, very tired Joe Coleman. First and second, 2 outs. Coleman facing Oliva. Tony O 0 for 4. And the pitch from Coleman. 3-5. Hit well by Tony. That's a double down the line. Allison scores. Tovar goes to third. Of course, he'll hold because they're down by a shitload of runs. I mean, a -2 with Tovar. He's probably a 1-16. Let's see. 1-17, 1-19, -2, 1-17. Oh, wait a minute, to stretch him home. It doesn't frickin' matter. That's going to be it for Coleman. And Casey Cox will come in. That's a shame. But we hold him because there's no use, and you're down by a shitload of runs. Anything that would come in, you know what I'm saying, with 2 outs, that's my call. I don't need a run if I'm managing Minnesota. It's a 9-3 ball game. I need 6 runs. Coleman pitched 8 2/3 of very good baseball, but he did get tired in the 9th, no doubt about it. He allowed 9 hits, but again, he allowed 4 here in the 9th. He walked 2, 3, 4, 5, struck out 4, and has allowed 3 runs in this ball game. It's going to be Killebrew, and Killebrew with a home run. It's right now. It's a 9-3 game. He could make it 9-6. So they're way behind. And like I said, it's going to be Casey Cox. He is a right-hander. He is not eligible for the save. Okay, Cox is ready. Here comes Harmon. Okay, Cox, from the stretch, he gets the sign from Casanova. Here's the pitch to Killebrew. 6-6 right-handed, and that's going to be a base hit. Tovar scores, and Oliva goes to third. That'll be charged to Coleman. It's now a 6-4 ball game. 9-4. A home run here would make it 9-7, and Rich Reese is the batter. Cox from the stretch, and the pitch to Reese. 1-7 right-handed, struck him out, and the ball game is over. 3 runs for the Twins in the bottom of the 9th. The final score: Washington 9, Minnesota 4. The win goes to Coleman. He allowed 4 runs. Cox pitches 1/3. The loss goes to Perry. The final line: Washington 9 runs, 11 hits, no errors. Minnesota 4 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error. That's the ball game. We dedicate the win to big man Howard, who went 2 for 4 with 4 runs batted in, a 3-run homer in the 8th, and the sacrifice fly. We're going to have the Chicago, we're going to put this one in the books, then we'll have the White Sox at the Yankees for game 1530. And it's going to be Gary Peters for the Chicago White Sox, and Mel Stottlemyre for the Yankees. And both of them, both these pitchers, have their own little piece of baseball heaven. They belong to the ages. They've died, but we're alive, and we're going to enjoy the living while we have it. I'm looking at a 5 p.m. start. Stay strong, everybody. Stay well. And it's Jeffrey Guterman here from the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network in Studio B, wishing you a good day, and we'll catch you next time. Take care, Kathy, Ron, Rick, Sissy, and everybody else. Take care.